On this season of Destination Earth, Akane and I head back to her home country of Japan to explore the southern reaches of the island. Join us as we make our way across Nagasaki Prefecture, as we learn about its atomic past, discover its incredible countryside, and hike some of Japan's most scenic trails. Where are we off to today? Let's find out. Well, it's our last day of exploring here in Hisaka National Park, and this morning we're going to be starting with Nanastudake Mountain. So this is going to be a relatively difficult trail, kind of like some of the other hikes that we've done already on this trip, and it's going to be a last day to push our legs, push our body. It's a bit of a cooler morning, so on our way here we did see some fields that still had some frost on the ground. But the good thing is, as the day goes on, it's actually going to warm up to about 17 degrees, so it should be a really nice day for hiking. After this, we've got 2 stops to make. We're going to a beach and we're going to a lighthouse, and unfortunately that ends our time here in Japan. So only a few videos left, so let's get to it. Here we were, one of our last days in Japan. In pure Destination Earth style, we wanted to push ourselves one last time.
Goto.
Yikes, yeah. Steep, but shorter. We'll see if that was a good decision or not. It's one of those things where it's either going to make or break us. Save us a bit of time, but it's going to be quite a bit harder, huh? Taking on one of the hardest hikes we've ever done. And I'm talking about anywhere. The hike itself doesn't sound too difficult, and ironically is only rated 3 out of 5 online. I'm guessing this was perhaps rated by people who took the other way, as there was no way this would be considered a moderate hike. This hike was steep, and continued to be steep for most of the time, especially for the first 1 to 2 hours of the trail. So one of the greatest features about this trail so far is that there are lots of signs, and making it very easy to follow along. Alright, what are you saying?
Easy.
Now, that doesn't look as steep, but this is flat. And you can see, here's the line.
So rocky.
That's a steep climb. And perhaps true or not true, it's felt like we've been doing this incline for quite a little while now. Alright, so we've been going up for quite a while. Now we got a steep descent, I'm guessing, before we go back up the other side. But, oh, yeah. Let's see, yeah, right through the trees at the very top there. I think that's where we're heading. So we do have quite a ascent coming up, but we gotta make a little dip here first. Take your time, please. Most people think it takes the longest to go up a mountain, and although at times that's definitely true, when you get into these super steep conditions, my goodness. And we both fully admit that at the moment we don't have the proper shoes for this. It's one of those things when you're traveling with just a backpack, you can only take so much, and perhaps our shoe choice could have been slightly better. After our first big push up the hill, it's actually leveled out. It kind of seems as though we're following the crest of the mountain. Now I'm sure we're going to be coming to some points where we're going to be going up even more. Akane was looking up some photos, and it seems as though there's definitely going to be some areas where you're going to climb some steep rocks, maybe even having to use your hands. But after that first initial push, we're enjoying the bit of an easier hike with a little bit up and down as we go. With this in mind, be sure to take ample breaks and rest. Akane and I are guilty of not doing that. But let me tell you, the idea of not resting didn't cross our minds at all. Well, we've definitely reached the next point where we're climbing uphill. And simply by climbing up, we can tell already it's going to be a pain going back down. So at least on the way up, you can take your time, you can brace yourself with your feet as you slowly work your way up the mountain. Going down, there's a little bit of me that worried that we're going to slip and slide for part of the way. It's pretty loose gravel. There's not a lot of tree roots that we can use as a natural stepping. So it's going to be, I think, a little more challenging on the way back. This rock-filled trail is no easy one. Good shoes and a hiking stick are highly recommended. As expected, we did use our hands for a lot of the trail. In sections, as you can imagine, it was a bit of an additional challenge to carry a few larger cameras and a gimbal. If I didn't dream about having a camera crew before, I definitely did now. Eventually, we came to a place where we could get our first glimpses of why we hiked this trail.
Wow!
Ooh, look at that. Now that is a view. Alright, so we have come to the next challenge.
How are you going to carry the camera?
I may have to hand that up to you, I think. Do you want me to take yours?
No, I can go, but... okay, let me try. Can you put the ball?
What? Yeah, it's up there.
Okay. You try this way.
Okay.
I tried that.
I think this is where we saw that photo.
Yeah, but they had a rope though. Disappeared.
Apparently, rope is gone.
Woo! Did you hear?
Uh-huh.
Ah!
Good job. Oh, yeah, there you go. Those are pretty good views. Luckily, being a little bit taller than Akane means I can get up these rocks a little bit easier.
That's unfair.
So, I'm going to go up the next section, and then you can pass the camera up to me. How does that sound?
Okay. I was so scared. I mean, I don't know how we can get back that there.
Yeah, it's going to be
Hard.
a little hard.
Yeah, I saw the picture, somebody left the rope, but I think it disappeared. Quite high, isn't it?
Yeah, she's a little high. That's for sure, love.
Thanks.
You're conquering it, though.
Oh my god.
Every trail this trip has been a little harder than the last, huh?
I guess Japan's not that easy.
No, not these mountains anyway. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Congratulations, Akane-san! You have conquered the mountain. And how does that make you feel?
So high here.
Woo! Alright, let's show everybody what we're seeing, shall we?
Yes.
The views from the top were spectacular. In fact, they're so good, I'm going to leave them to you in peace. So, until the next time, take care.